So we are ready when you are.
Imagine yourself sitting in your favorite vacation spot, whether it be Australia, Ireland, Portugal, Germany, Jamaica, or England. Many of you have traveled on a few vacations, but only one half of you have traveled outside of the US more than 10 times, and the other half have traveled less than 5 times, if any at all. So these numbers can be both inspiring and uninspiring. Study abroad I went on a study abroad program when I was in high school to England for 1 month, and I learned more about that culture in that 1 month than I ever could from a textbook or from sitting in a classroom. But many people don't travel because of reasons such as time and money. And money can be a big issue with traveling, especially today, because it costs about $5,000 for a round-trip plane ticket, plus the cost of food, plus where you're staying, plus all your tickets and traveling to other parts around that country. And time can also be a problem because a lot of people can't take off work and they can't miss school and they can't, so it's hard to find the right time where you can go for the right amount of time that you can actually experience that culture. But study abroad would give new cultural experiences, you would learn history firsthand, and it's affordable for college students. Why do we really need to travel? Because it gives you a chance to experience new cultures. I go back.
Back?
Oh, there we go. Never mind. With that video clip of Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, which I'm sure many of you have seen many times, you see Lena traveling to Greece, and at that part, she was talking to her grandfather about how she's sorry that she can't speak Greek very well, and being in Greek, like her mom said, will help her pick up the language more quickly, which is actually true. Once you're immersed into the culture, you'll pick up the language much faster than you would by sitting in the classroom and just saying it an hour a day, or not even. You actually have to say the language in order to get what you want, in order to find a bathroom or a police officer, or even talk to your teachers about anything with study abroad, and get food. Like whatever you need, you have to speak that language. You can also learn history. There's no better way to learn than by actually being in the place where it began, where it all started. For example, I went to Italy 2 summers ago with almost my entire family and my grandmother. And my grandmother grew up in Italy. So we went to Rome, and for a couple of days we actually went to her hometown called San Giovanni a Piero. And we saw her house where she grew up in, the church where she was baptized, and she even had this little story that she always told us about how she fell down the steps when she was a little girl going to the beach. And we even saw those steps. We took a couple pictures. And it's just an amazing way to learn about your family history, or even any history. What will study abroad do for you? You get to travel while you're still going to school, which is a difficult thing for most people because school is very important. You need it for the rest of your life. And you get to get this whole new experience while continuing your studies and getting your degree. You get away from the same old, everyday, mundane situation. We're all sitting in the same classroom every day, every other day, and as much as we love Professor Carbonero's class, it can get kind of boring just being in the same place all the time. So you get to get away from the same environment, and Ryder's campus isn't that big. It all is kind of the same. So, and you get to learn firsthand, which I explained in the last slide. You get the hands-on experience. Money doesn't have to be an issue because There are scholarships available, and AHA International, which is a program for study abroad that is also associated with Rider, it offers tuition, housing, excursions, books, tickets for theaters and excursions, health insurance, course materials, transportation, meals, and orientation, all for about $10,000. It varies whichever place you go, but that's about the same amount of money as tuition to go to Rider for a semester. So you're not really paying that much more. You get a better understanding of the world. This is really the main reason why study abroad would be an important thing for everyone to do. Everyone becomes a much more well-rounded person, and even if you only visit a couple places, your life will be enriched by the experience. Laura Helmuth, an editor of the Smithsonian Journal, said that, and it basically means that your memories would last forever. And some students that have done study abroad would say the same thing, that your memories will go on forever, and it is never a waste of time or money, because you're learning so much while you're there. What do? You can go to the Rider website, and on the little sidebar, there's something that you click on for academics. And then from there, there's another thing underneath that says honors programs and learning opportunities. Then you click on Study Abroad and download the application. It's that simple. You just have to fill it out. And for spring 2009, the applications are due October 1st. Unfortunately, for this fall, the deadline was due March 1st. So it's a little too late for that. But you can always go for the spring. So the only problem now is to decide where to go. Austria, France, Spain, Germany, or Italy. The choice is yours.